This year, Corpus Christi, a holiday which was acknowledged when I was growing up and still is currently, falls on May 30th, 2024. Now this holiday has nothing to do with gardening, but coincidentally, it falls right when the season change and the rainy season begins. And that's when most people had time off from their regular jobs and their busy routine schedules to get their families together and head to the garden. And back then, we started at dawn before the sun came up and ended probably about 11-12 o'clock in the day when the hot sun became too much to bear. And so as a gardener, in commemoration of that planting day in my childhood, I'm planting this tree. And this is more like a tropical tasting fruit, even though it's native to North America and Canada. So this variety is an Atwood variety. And previously, like 2 years ago, I had purchased a set which was a Shenandoah and a Susquehanna variety. I did lose one of those plants, which was a Susquehanna, and that's because the stem of that plant was very small and it got broken, but it did not break right off. And I tried to mend it back together and see if it would grow, but unfortunately it was in the fall and it was about to get cold and wouldn't have had enough time to regrow. And so I lost that plant. So this is now the Atwood that I replaced the Susquehanna variety with. And this is actually called hardy, so it's going right into the ground and will be able to withstand the low temperatures in my zone here in zone 6B. Now I'm not worried about how long this plant will take to bear fruit. The most important thing for me is that I was able to get this plant, and from what I read about the Atwood variety, it's a better variety and they are becoming more and more skilled on producing better varieties of this Paw-Paw fruit. I've been researching this fruit, let's say 4 or 5 years now. I was not necessarily thrilled with the variety they had when I purchased the Shenandoah and the Susquehanna about 2 years ago. However, I understood that those two varieties were better, or I should say less seedier than the native Paw-Paw fruit. And so I went ahead and bought those. But then when I saw the Atwood and I read up on the Atwood, I was like, yeah, I'm getting that. But this right here is the Shenandoah variety that I planted in the ground last fall. I've had it for a couple years. I had it in a container and I couldn't find a spot to put it. But here it is, and just about 10 feet away from that is my Atwood that I just planted in the ground, and that's going to be the home where they're going to grow and bear fruit and my family is going to be able to enjoy. Now all I need to do is take good care of that plant and be patient, because in gardening you have to be patient and allow nature to take its course. Thanks for watching.